So the final race of today, this first day of Henley Royal Regatta, it is the Grange School on the left-hand side in the black boat, you can't miss them, and Kingston Rowing Club. They are on the right-hand side with the red blades and red and white tops. And we've already seen Kingston Rowing Club come down the track. And the Grange School 2, Distinguished School. So Grange School leading this as we cut to this race. And there's a lot of aggression going in the front end there on that catch.
Yeah, and you're seeing it, I think, quite a lot with a lot of these junior quads. You know, watching some of the racing at the National Schools Regatta, there's so much power in these junior athletes now. I think the development in the past 5-10 years has been ferocious almost, and particularly in the A final, the B final, all finals sort of through national schools was so impressive to watch on and see. And I think this Grange School program, I love the way they're attacking that front end, and I love the way they're continuing that drive right the way through the second half of the stroke. And I think it's a very impressive display from them at the moment.
Yeah, and to be fair to Pete Masters, the 16-year-old in the strokes, that he's given it some off the back end as well for the Grange School. So if you don't know where Grange School is, it's in the northwest. They row on the River Weaver. If Northwich means anything to you, if you've ever been up the M6, you'll know where that is. And they are qualifiers, as indeed are Kingston Rowing Club. So both these crews came through that massive sort of tense head race on the Friday before the regatta. They're the first Grange boys to qualify since 2015. So that's a stat, isn't it?
Yeah, and there will be some very, very proud alumni watching on and seeing that. You know, the likes of Tom and Emily Ford, both of them went to the Grange School along with their two brothers, John and Ed. So, you know, if you're sitting down, to know that all four of the Fords, and particularly two who went on to the Olympic Games, have come through the programme, you know, what an inspiration for those kids.
Yeah. So Angus Goods, experience up in the bows, 18, Finlay Furlong just going down the boat, the ginger one, Abraham Farag and Peter Masters, we've mentioned him already. 4 young men from Grange. You can just see the stern just swirling through the water there. Kingston Rowing Club, again, their qualifiers. The commitment from these boys is something that's been really evident since the start of the season. They had a great Marlow regatta, and the boys were so looking forward to the qualifiers and just absolutely delighted. Little look round from Linus Orsinger just to see how much the Kingston boys have got to do to get back on the Grange. It's a lot of work.
Yeah, a lot of work. I think the effort that Grange have put into the first half of this race has been superb, and you know, they'll be able to not quite enjoy, but I think taking a little bit of the applause, a little bit of the celebration and commendment as they'll come through the enclosures in the next minute or so, because they've done well and they deserve to be in this position, this clear walks lead that they've got over Kingston.
So there's still something of around 500 metres to go in this race. What a treat, the last race of the day, the Henley course, resplendent, the piles, the booms, put there just at the end of the 19th century to stop all the pleasure craft encroaching on the course. There was one race, I think, was watched by Queen Victoria. I think it might have been Guy Nichols that lost the race because he was hit by a pleasure craft. So they decided to stop that and put the booms in. And these rowers have a clear run down the course. Grange School heading towards the finish line. First crew to qualify for this event for a decade, and Kingston Rowing Club sticking to their task.
Yeah, a bit of work on the rudder there from Linus Orsinger in the Kingston Rowing Club boat. I think just costing them maybe just a couple of metres or so in the closing stages, which, you know, after a tough row, a really tough performance, it's probably one of the last things you want to be doing. And it just means that the Grange School are able to continue to etch out their leads. And bit of a sprint. They're still working hard, those Grange School boys, as they come up to the finish line, going through the motions. But yeah, happy motions at the moment.
I wonder if they need to, actually. But, you know, it's great skill from them. And, you know, no doubt they'll recover. Grange School crossed the finish line in that final race of the day at what has been a fantastic opening day. Kingston Rowing Club, the last crew to cross the finish line. And there is the result of that heat of the Fawley Challenge Cup. Grange School beat Kingston Rowing Club.